So, hi again, everyone.
Hello.
When last we left, the Dwarven Kingdom was one fake king less poor, one fake king poor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and our heroes, unless of course our heroes did somehow find a way to turn him into a golem with their axe, which would be really big news to the GM, let me tell you. And then of course Seller had that little visiony thing with Pearson, and I believe as we ended the session,
wait. I had a visiony thing with Seller.
Look,
he didn't dream of me.
I see. I like to think
hilarious.
Pearson. I like to think it's a two-way street. All right, you give some, you take some.
All right, next time I'm in his brain. Oh, it's gonna be scary.
Pee on everything.
No, not pee on everything.
Pearson teabagging him in his dreams.
Well, that's generous.
That's true. That is true. I am being way too generous for what Pearson would probably do. Yeah. But when we ended the session, Pearson was basically waking everyone up.
He explained that he saw Seller, and that he believes he's on the rooftops. It's very likely this is a trap, so he would appreciate if we all go investigate, because some of the shit that he said, we can't just leave to chance. If he actually exists, if he's real, then we need to find out.
All right.
Finn's gonna go to the window and look out at. Do I see someone dancing on the rooftops?
Shadows.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
So I believe it's your soul dream background plus your intelligence and your level.
Okay.
So not a lot.
Right.
Are you sure? No, I don't want to be a backseat DM, but
Wow.
are you sure it's intelligence? And no, it doesn't matter if you rolled really high. It would be wisdom, because perception, but that's fine.
Okay, here's what you see, Finn. You don't see anyone dancing on rooftops, but you do see the shingles on the dwarven roofs. There are some that seem displaced, and you, as a parkouring expert, I actually probably should have put your parkouring part of this, but you can tell that's what happens when people walk on roofs. Don't know if that was just recent or just happened, but you can at least tell someone was walking on that roof.
Can I climb out the window?
Let me think for a second. No, you're on the palace. You're on probably the third or fourth floor. The problem is, while you could climb the window and you might be able to scale down the wall, you've got about 100-foot span of courtyard between you and that roof.
Okay, never mind.
Huh.
Thought I'd cut out the middleman, but instead I'll just run through the middleman, I guess. I don't know. Let's go, unless anyone else says no.
Did we want to do the whole split up idea? Have a group on the roofs, a group on the ground?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet.
All right. Let's do that then. Let's get up, get everything ready, get a couple of guards, and then try and book it over to that roof.
Like guards as in dwarven guards? Oh yeah, because they want to
Yeah,
be
because
with us.
they have to be our
Yeah.
escort.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Pearson would just
I was gonna no. Go ahead. You first.
Pearson would just be like, they grab a couple guards. I'm sure there's a couple stationed outside of our room to make sure, and be like, "Come on, we're going for a walk. More of a run."
Yep.
Keep up the pace.
So is the whole party in agreement? You get your stuff. You head out. I assume you head out the room door, or
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we don't head out the window.
So you guys open the door out of your room, and you do. It is a bit. While there are candles in the hallway, it is rather dark because it's nighttime and it's medieval fantasy world where things aren't full of light. There are no guards. There were 2 guards stationed outside your room when you went to sleep. There is a large trail of blood that looks like something had been dragged across the floor leading down the stairs.
Fun. Let's investigate.
Interesting.
You said you saw him outside the window?
Yeah.
Finn looks at Pearson.
He nods. He goes, "Yep." He was floating just outside. Not floating. He was standing just outside, so I could see his face through the window.
Great. So what was in here? She looks down like just shit.
Not too sure, but it might just be a way to slow us down. I'm not saying we shouldn't figure out what happens, but the longer we take, the longer Cellar or whatever it is going to be getting away. I don't want him to get away, Pearson says. He said some shit about my family and Sky. I gotta find out what he knows.
All right. Well, let's go, I guess.
Okay.
The map I have moved you guys to would be what you see immediately after. The stairs are right next to your door. You'd go down down the stairs to the lower level of the palace, and this is where the map starts. Of course, if you choose not to, I can always just don't move. Just don't move forward, and we'll reassess. But I assume that would be the next logical step.
Well, we have to head down the stairs anyway in order to
Yeah,
get to the
exactly.
ground
We gotta
floor,
get
really.
outside the palace.
Look,
I don't
look,
know.
look,
You do have a large axe. You could try. I don't know, cutting through. I probably wouldn't work.
Okay, we're
Look.
going.
I think the only other place is going through the window. I'm not going through that goddamn window.
I'm sure a mighty palace like this would have multiple staircases. I'll make my own damn path, motherfucker.
You guys,
Like
guys,
awesome.
you're all going the wrong way. You're going back to your room.
Yes, I
okay.
stepped here just to wave you back towards.
Listen, I'm still tired.
Oh, so I guess we have to. Yeah, we'll say that. All right, blood. Shit. Which way is the way out?
Someone got annihilated.
Jeez.
By the way,
What?
let me also set the scene for you. It is, much like in your hallway, it is rather dark. There are some candles, but you guys can only see about 15 or so feet in front of you. You hear nothing. You hear no sounds. Well, that's not true. Once you get to where about Finn and Pearson are, to your character's right, or basically we'll just say to the west, you do hear what sounds like gnawing and cracking and ripping.
Well, to answer your question, young one, I imagine these might be the trails of the guards who are overseeing our door.
Finn, do me a favor. Pinch me. Hard.
All right, Finn will just start pinching Pearson.
Okay. Do I wake up? GM?
Nope.
Okay. Pearson gives Finn a little pinch on her upper arm. A nice
Ow.
little hard one.
Ow! Ow!
Okay.
She just like pulls her arm away.
He says, "Good news. You're not dreaming either. Bad
Thanks.
news is we're not dreaming."
Fuck.
Fantastic.
Wait. We have a couple options here. We can go and investigate probably whatever ate the guards, or we can continue on, sneak past it, and go outside. I mean, I'm not crazy about leaving some monster inside of here behind us, but priorities maybe? I mean, there are many other... This is a palace, and we don't have to worry about it killing a king because the king's not here.
Drawlin, what do you think?
I think that if you wanted to try the quiet approach, we should have relocated back a few steps so that we couldn't be heard by whatever's gnawing.
Well, I think it'd be honest by now. I think it's too busy eating.
Is the 9
You-
continuing, Squee?
Yes, the 9 is continuing as of right now.
And
Although,
it's coming from this direction, correct?
Yeah, from basically this general, like the ring is a good symbol of it because its sound it radiates. But yes,
Do you still have your
Ah.
mirror on you, Pearson?
I sure as
I have
hell
one.
do. So Pearson's going to go hug this wall and take a peek around the corner. Can I move my little guy, or how far? Do you want to move my guy and let me know how far I'd be able to see with the mirror? I'm just shining it around so I can see as much around the corner as possible.
you can do that. Unfortunately, here, just go ahead and like move your character right there. That's what you see.
Well, that's not really unfortunate. We
Well,
just don't
right,
see
right.
anything, which means this way is clear.
Unless
which
you really
means-
hate fountains, and then it is unfortunate.
No, fountains are cool.
Oh,
Do
is
we have any
BJ?
sense of direct? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is BJ with us? Maybe Junior?
Baby Junior would be with you, yes.
Oh, okay.
Baby Junior, we'll say, Baby Junior is with you. Baby Junior has her ears pressed down, and she is rubbing against your leg, and she is very softly whimpering. As in, she is terrified.
Okay. Do we have any sense of direction of this palace? Like, do we know approximately which way to go outside to leave?
Probably would.
Unless they've had renovations recently, I imagine the character who spent decades as a bodyguard in here would know how to get downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drawlin would. You guys, some of you may, some of you might, but definitely Drawlin would know.
I'm very happy with Drawlin guiding us then.
Yeah.
All right. Drawlin, you know that... Okay. I am going to kind of point arrows.
All right.
You know that you could take a long way around this way. You can see my arrow, yes?
Yes.
And then take that around to the dining room and then towards the door. That would obviously lead away from the blood. Or you could take the more direct route, which is this way and then down. So like towards the fountain and then down a bit. Both of them are open to you.
Best way is to follow the blood trail. It's the quickest.
Great. Pearson says. And he's going to try and sneak. He's going to try to stay low and get down on the ground and sneak to where he's behind the fountain so he can peek up. So he's not just being like, let's walk blindly around the corner.
Give me a sneak check. Which,
Sure.
if I remember correctly, it was your dexterity, your, I think it was half your born on the streets, or forged on the streets, and your level.
Level. Which is 5. 21.
Okay. Give me one quick second. Okay. You make it to the fountain. The gnawing continues.
Is it getting louder?
Yes, it is getting louder.
Shit. Pearson, but I don't see anything at this point.
No. No, you
I'm
do
going
not.
to assume things can't see me, so Pearson will gesture for people to follow him to the fountain. And he's going to trust that their ears can also determine that this thing is getting louder. As if... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, should we all do sneak checks?
Yes,
To get to the fountain?
every single one of you.
Drawlin will laugh and not just fucking move. And he'll
point.
actually advise,
I thought you were in a hurry.
Yeah, but you said Pearson's going to come back. You said the fastest way lies the blood trail. There's clearly something blocking us. What's the next fastest way?
Through whatever's blocking us.
So you're saying there's just one way?
I'm saying that's the fastest way.
No, okay, what's the next fastest way? What?
Around it.
look, and Drawlin will actually like begin fishing through his backpack, and he'll pull out a flask of oil, and then he'll attach a strip of cloth to that, and he'll use a candle to set that cloth on fire and fucking lob it past the fountain.
Oh my god.
Okay, so now we understand. Okay, what we have here is a communication problem.
All right. Give me a second. So this is just straight up oil, right? So like it'll hit the ground,
yeah.
it'll burn, kind of
Yeah,
napalm
it's
me.
a flask of oil, basically.
Do
Like
me-
I'm not trying to like hurt anything, just making like a makeshift light the fucking room.
Okay then. Give me a, I guess a ranged attack. Just roll me a ranged attack. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be a simple AC of say 15. You're basically just lobbing it into a room, so I want to make sure you don't like hit a
I didn't
wall or
realize
something.
a simple AC was 15. Okay.
Well, I mean, but with your simple ranged attack, it shouldn't be. I mean, you know, your level, your strength, all your dexterity, and all that. I just want to make sure it doesn't like hit the wall or something.
There's your roll.
Well then, Okay.
How do I fail to throw something forward in front of my face? Tell me.
You can't see that far in front of you. You have to throw it through a doorway, or it won't light up the room beyond. Since you
Okay,
can't
I'm
see the
standing
doorway.
right here and throwing into the darkness.
Yes.
Then I accomplished my intended effect of throwing into the darkness,
You
right?
did indeed. Give me 1 second. I gotta just create a light source for you now.
Would you? No, I'm not gonna say it. That's too easy.
What?
I'm just gonna ask if Grimmeth was gonna actually attack the darkness.
All right, give me 1 second. Don't worry. I think no matter
Make me
what,
say
even with
it.
that fail, I think it's gonna be close enough that you'll be able to, because it's burning fire and oil. It's gonna light up quite a bit. So all players can see light, and blup. That's what you see.
Well. All right then.
And
So
with
there's a
that,
This is not what I meant. This is not fast. Well, this is technically fast. Shit, he's kind of got me. This is technically faster, but not the path of least resistance.
and what you see, and what turns around and notices you once the loud noise of the file breaks and the fire erupts, are very long, lanky creatures where their arms end in very thin, whip-like tentacles. And their face, basically, their mouth splits vertically instead of horizontally, and it opens up into a maw of teeth. And when they see you, the closest one opens up the maw, and it shakes, and it makes this ungodly noise. It's kind of like just... And they start rushing you.
So wait, are their teeth vertical or horizontal?
Their
Like-
teeth are... Basically, imagine their teeth are on their gums. So they are horizontal instead of vertical.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah,
And it's
so
it's a huge maw.
so it's
their
like a
size.
sideways mouth. That's fucked up.
Exactly, like a sideways mouth with many rows of teeth.
Well.
Okay, as I roll initiative, Pearson is gonna be like, Drellin, we're going to have to talk about what we do about things after this.
Pearson, we're going to have a talk about everyone move quietly.
And he stomps his plate boots.
It's the big sassiest dwarf.
And in the process of stomping, I roll a 1 on initiative.
Way to, way to go. I have emoted. Wow, I got a 30 initiative.
Well
I
done.
was ready for this, apparently.
Well, I guess it was telegraphed as I'm pulling out the
Yeah.
flask of oil, putting the
Yeah.
rag into the flask, setting the rag on fire, clanking up to the doorway, throwing into the darkness.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, Pearson has said nothing shit on fire. He wasn't misunderstanding that. Well,
I can imagine it's like no.
Wait, he's really gonna do it, is he? Yeah.
No one's gonna stop him.
So, combat is starting. You guys are actually still quite a ways away from each other because of that flask of oil. They are rushing towards you. Pearson, you are, you're 84 feet from the closest one, so...
Okay. So. Oh shit. Do I would have enough time to drink a potion if I wanted to? Let me just quickly take a look. Inferno. You know what? I'm going to take. Well, since we're going to be fighting, I'm going to take my turn. Every action to simply put on those leather strips with glass bits on it, and use the last of my wyvern tail and poison my hands,
Awesome.
for lack of a better word. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, then. Monsters are going to be running at you guys. They are going to not, even with the double movement, which is what they're going to be doing, they're not going to quite make it to Dwalin. So the closest one's going to be like a few feet away from you, but you're not considered engaged.
See? Advantageous position.
Yeah, more like fucking luck.
I know this palace intimately. I used to sneak in at night to get to the king's daughter. I mean, we don't talk about that.
So you can sneak, you ass.
Before plate mail. Back before the plate mail.
I just imagine this conversation happening while creepy monsters with tentacles are slithering towards you guys.
It's okay, we're level 5, we're champions. But this
Yeah,
is
that's
perfectly
okay.
normal.
Kane, it's your turn, sir.
It's just a normal day at the
Right.
office. I'm going to move to here, take out my bow, and kind of lean over to the side between, or next to Pearson, and try and shoot through Pearson and Finn at this guy.
Through them, I like it. Tell me more.
I assume he means around them, but
Around them, yeah. In that straight line. I am going to use my quick action to aim at its sideways maw thing, because
Okay.
the bow really likes to blind. Question: are they demons?
no, they are not.
No. Okay.
I had to consider that for a second because I did not.
Like, of all the things you wrote down, their type was not one of the
Yeah,
four
I
monster
did not.
type.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This monster right here, 100% Squee original.
Let's murder them all. Let's murder his little babies.
Would
I
you
will
call
not
it-
feel bad about that.
It's a squeegeonal.
It's a squeegeonal. But no, they are not. They are not
Actually,
demons.
doesn't sound good in
No.
upon further reflection.
Yeah.
I retract that suggestion. Take a damn roll burner before it gets more awkward.
I'm trying to actually describe what fucking happened, so let me say it. God damn it.
All right.
I pull back my bow and I let loose an arrow. That does not hit at all.
No.
I am done.
Ends your turn.
Yay!
He was distracted by the conversation between Pearson and Dwellin.
Help us, Cole. Don't get distracted. Also help us, Finn.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Gonna pick-
Oh, hang on.
No.
I am sorry, Finn. I am amiss. Let me grab you, baby junior.
Thank you.
That's why Kriana asked, I imagine. Where is my little squishy, scrunched up Adara?
Right there.
Where
That's
is
where
my
he is.
meat
He still
shield?
still
my
scrunched
baby.
up.
Yeah.
He is.
Hi. He's scared, or she's scared.
She is. I'm gonna leave it like that for now.
All right. Do I want to run up and get engaged by all? No, I think I'll stand next to Drawlin here and pull out my bow and arrow and fire at. Let's go with the one Keen was aiming at. Burr, 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 burr. my brain just like.
Oh, I was like, I was
I-
actually over on the journal, so I thought that was a bad roll. I was like, and whammy. Well, it wasn't a bad roll, but it wasn't enough to hit.
Bollocks. All right. And then Baby Junior will just sit there, I guess.
Your character does get misdamage from ranged attacks.
Yeah,
It's been a while since you've done
5.
those. Got it. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right then. It is Cole's turn.
Oh boy. He's going to move his good old speed right over to here. Oh, hello, everything. Let's see what gauntlets give me. It's a 7.
Let's give you a 7. Also, I am also going, because this is a mechanic we don't use very often, I would need all of you to let me know if your hit points ever fall below 24.
Okay.
That's
Interesting
between me
number.
and my character. You have no right.
No, I'll just be completely open with it.
Fear
These
threshold?
Damn it.
exactly.
special
These
ability.
creatures are so creepy. They have a fear threshold. So, in other words, if your character's hit points fall below 24, you are weakened enough that these creatures start terrifying the F out of you. So, Cole's list. You got a 7, yes?
Yep.
All right.
Tell me more.
I will as soon as my computer
if you
decides
have
to
a
open.
car.
Oh, it did.
I was say,
So,
Na-na-na-na.
in your hands appears a rather well-made, sturdy oak wagon wheel.
Ooh.
This wagon wheel.
Did you get very far?
Duck!
This wagon wheel counts as a large object to throw, so a D10, and because of its circular discus aerodynamicness, it's a +3 to hit.
Okay. Let's give it a good whirl at the this guy.
You all right?
He's since he needs to throw it. You know what? Never mind. I think I could probably throw it over their heads.
Yeah, it's a wheel. You could arc that thing.
Yeah, I could do
Yeah,
that.
you know what? And Finn and Drolin, I think, are the shortest members of the group.
Yeah, they are.
So you could toss it shoulder level, and it'd still probably
Just under 4.5 feet. Thank you.
Yeah,
5 foot
there
something.
you go.
That
of a
is
bitch.
gonna be a miss.
5 damage and another roll for a simple. He doesn't seem to particularly like wheels anymore. They don't work very well. I have to
you,
use
wheel.
like triangles. That's a better shape. Fuck.
That's also a
Aw.
miss.
Another 5 damage.
All right,
That will end my turn.
Drolin, your turn,
The
sir.
next phase of the most cunning plan to get into a fight so that he can protect his kin begins by moving forward. That's a good enough position. Yeah. Hi, guy. I'm in your face.
Oh my!
In your face. And I'm a smite evil. Get the fuck out of my face.
That is definitely a hit. 42 points of damage. It is staggered. Hang on a second.
This is Vangalir!
All right. Yep, he is staggered.
I
Staggered,
end
you
my
say.
turn.
Yes, staggered, I say. It is
Staggered,
Pearson's
you
turn, I
say?
say. Escalation
Oh.
die of 1, thanks to Drolin for that. And your turn, Pearson.
Now, quick question. Shit. Would I be able to do like a listen check? Can I do that as like a free action? I just want to hear to see if I hear sounds of approach coming from the south of us.
Okay, here's what
That's
I'm
all
going
I
to do.
want to know.
You can use it as a free action with an AC of 30, a quick action with an AC of 25, or a quick action with an AC of 20. Does that make sense? The idea is that
Well, you said quick action twice.
I'm sorry, a free action with an AC of 25, or a quick action with an AC of 20. The idea being, if you take more time to actually listen, you have an easier chance of
Okay.
actually detecting something.
I'll
So
do it
it's
as
up
a quick action then.
to you. Okay.
So I believe level plus wisdom or intelligence. I can't remember.
Whichever.
What you
I always
determined.
leave that up to you because you could argue either one.
Okay, intelligence then. Plus 2, and I believe we agreed with half my bonus.
Correct. It's
streaks
pretty much
too, right?
almost the same as your
It's my sneak check.
sneak, but
Yeah.
with
I
you do not notice anything coming to you from the south.
Okay, so thinking that we won't get flanked. God. You know what? Fuck, I don't like it, but I'm gonna just move here to kind of block this flank. This was in character reason why I'm not just jumping in. One, Pearson doesn't always do that all the time. Drolin has armor. Plus, he kind of brought this on this situation. He's tough. I don't want to get too close to that swing of his axe. I'm gonna just hang back. I'm gonna just hang back and wait till next round, for lack of a better word.
Wait,
right?
are you
Yeah.
telling me Pearson has reason to be wary of his axe?
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
stabbed horribly in the chest and nearly dying.
Swings it back. Oops.
He fucking might, but I'm gonna just cover our flank here, so
All right.
I'm good.
Okay, it is the monster's turns. So, normally I do movements first and then attacks. This time I'm going to do it a little differently, and I will explain why. This monster is going to the first monster that got hit by Drolin is going to attack Drolin.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. So, this is versus your AC. That is a miss, I believe.
Yes, it is a miss.
All right, he charges you and tries to wrap his tentacles around you, which he doesn't quite get it around your burly dwarf form. This one comes up and tries the exact same thing.
Oh, they're gonna keep doing it until they get
That's
us.
hit.
Yes.
So he hits you. That is going to be 15 points of damage, and you are now
Okay.
grabbed by his tentacles. Grabbed.
Okay.
And I actually, Pearson, I misread the rules. The grabbed rules that we had talked about before are for
Yeah.
creatures like this, that they have big, large, grabby, this is their thing.
I have big, large, grabby things. I know what you mean, I know
Yeah,
what you mean.
for
Things
you...
with designs, special appendages.
Exactly. So grab creatures cannot make opportunity attacks. That also applies if the grabbing creature decides to let you go and move away from you. And you generally they get a +4 attack against you. You have a -5 to disengage checks unless you attack it first and then try to move away. So that one. So Dwalin is now grabbed. This monster is coming for Pearson and doing the exact same thing.
Yay.
23.
Yep.
All right. You are going to, like before, you're going to take 15 points of damage, and you are grabbed. This monster, give me a second, let me see. Absolutely. Is going to slide in between you two and try and grab Finn.
So,
No.
since we have no attacks of opportunity,
You can't do attacks of opportunity, right? 19 versus AC.
Yep.
All right. 15 points of damage, and you are grabbed.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh no! And this last one is going slipping around you guys to do Cole. 19 versus AC.
Nope.
Okay, he missed. So okay, so this one's grabbing Dwalin. This one's grabbing Pearson, and this one's grabbing Finn.
Yep.
And okay, that is their turn. And as I will say this, as each of them grab you, when they successfully grab you, they open up their maws as if preparing to chomp down on
Oh,
you.
I'll give him fucking something to chomp down on. I can't wait till it's my goddamn turn.
Keen!
All right.
Your turn, sir.
All right. I'm going to just shimmy on over here and try and plant an arrow into this guy's head, using a quick action to aim at his head. 17.
One last thing, I should mention this, just it's not important for this turn, but when you're grabbed, you also cannot make ranged attacks, only melee. Something to keep in mind, especially for our two ranger guys.
Yes. +4. Let's see if it hits.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. That is not a crit. So 36 damage to its
And which one again?
headinal region. This one that is grabbing Finn.
Got it. So 36 damage to it. All right. That is... Give me a second. Okay, it is staggered.
All right. And that is my turn.
Finn!
All right.
so-
So,
Here's your options, Finn.
okay.
You can attack it just normal. You don't have any minuses to attacking. As long as it grabs you, it has a +4 to hit you. You can try to disengage from it. You'll be at a -5. However, if you attack it and hit it first, and then try to disengage from it, it's a normal disengage check.
Okay. Would I be able to attack it even though I haven't technically pulled out my blades yet, or?
Yes, I will go ahead and allow that. I will also say that you have also a special condition that you can teleport.
Oh yeah.
So you have that option as well. I will say that you can make an attack with your daggers. However, you'll be at a -2 because you have to spend at least time pulling one out.
What about if Baby Junior attacks and then I go?
That will work, actually.
All right.
Because Baby Junior counts as you.
Ooh, go Baby Junior.
Wow!
That's my girl. That's
Well
my
done.
girl.
That is a hit. That is 34 points of damage. Baby Junior kills it.
That's my baby.
I guess
like,
I
"Not
guess
today."
Baby Junior's seen enough anime too. All right, so that's the dead one. You are now free.
All right. So can I turn around and attack the guy behind me, or?
Yes,
that
you
one
can.
cool?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Pulling out my sweet daggers, I spin around and I go to strike. Yeah.
That's a miss.
Steven.
That's true. You get another attack.
Steven.
That's a
Yeah.
hit. All right, and add another 4d6 to that if you would, to the damage. All right, so 37, 41 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus
It's staggered.
5 from the miss.
Yes. Okay, it is staggered. Thank you, Grim. I had forgotten about that.
Oh, I forgot to have the +1.
All right. Anything else, Finn?
Nope, we're good.
All right.
And gonna do some basic attacks to the thing in front of me. Basic melee, not melee, range attacks. Excuse me.
One javelin for you.
That's a javelin to the face. That is enough to finish it off too. Blab.
All right. Pearson looks like he was doing something. Let's try to free him.
Yes,
And I'm
thank
going to
you.
use my encounter ability to do a second attack.
All right, that is a hit.
39 points of damage.
And that's my cell phone. And don't text weird people. All right. 39 points of damage. He is staggered.
Thank you, Cole. You just
problem.
helped a whole lot.
All right. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, Drolin, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot more than some tentacle-grabbing Cthulian scrub lord to like shake me off of my target. Yeah, it's cute. That's fine. You can hold me close. I'm most dangerous when I'm close. Let me just devote
Yeah,
this
that's
attack
true.
to the guy who I previously injured. This axe is for you.
All right. That he accepts it well, I think. All things considered.
For me?
Right. Drolin will spend his move and quick action to he's defiant here. He's actually going to roar defiantly at the creature that's hugging him. I end my turn.
All right. And it is escalation die of 2.
All right. I'm going to use my white knuckle sting attack. He's staggered, so I have a +2 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like Pearson to do is grit through his teeth, pull at the tentacles with one hand while punching this thing in its maw and its face and its nose with his poisoned right fist. Do I hit with a 29?
You do hit with a 29.
Excellent.
Tell me more about your 29.
Yes, tell
Tell me more, tell me more.
Great. And I just gotta quickly check my damage bonuses. It's doubled, okay. Oh, 15 points of damage.
All right. It takes 15 points of damage. All right.
Damn you ones.
Okay.
Oh, wait, shit. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up.
Mhm.
I almost forgot the whole purpose of a white knuckle sting.
Oh, yeah.
And if the target is staggered after the attack, which it is, it also takes 5 ongoing poison damage.
Got it. So 5 ongoing poison. I'm trying a new method of putting that in the red circle. Maybe it'll help remind me. All right. So it'll be taking 5 ongoing. Awesome.
May I note a question, just because I'm curious?
Sure.
Does that attack just naturally have like 4d6, or is that like to your level?
Oh, shit! I forgot to add a d6. I don't know if you'll let me roll an extra d6.
Go
GM.
ahead. I don't mind.
Wow, another one!
Oh,
Wow.
At least I did damage.
You are splurging tonight, Inferno.
Just one nuts.
Big Daddy bankroll up in this house.
I just kicked my
Big Daddy
desk.
Warbox.
Ow.
Oh.
You okay, Squee?
No. I think Pearson's die went to my foot.
Squee rolled a 1 in real life.
I did.
Roll a reflex save, Squeak.
Too late. Now you have to roll a Constitution save.
All right.
Yeah, I guess you have to make fortitude.
It is the monsters' turns. Oh, yeah, it's the monsters. Yeah, so. All right.
Wonder what that arrow's all about. Probably nothing.
I wonder.
Probably nothing.
It's nothing to worry about, guys,
All
right?
right.
Partying in the fountain, guys.
Fuck this.
All right.
Fuck this place.
So, the two that are holding Pearson and Dwalin are going to make their attacks. They try to, now that they have you in their loving arms, they try to chomp down on your Faceors with their Faceors.
Okay. Lucky for me, I don't have a face ors. I just have a face.
This one's for Dwalin. That's a
Yep.
miss.
Oh, why couldn't that have been me?
And this one's for Pearson. That's a hit. I
Fuck.
think. That is
Hitting me, Inferno. Gosh.
that is 20 points of damage and 5 ongoing poison damage as he suckles.
Well, instead of
Speaking
20,
of ongoing,
I'll go ahead and take 10 of that, so that Inferno only takes 10 10 of that damage.
Okay, cool.
thank you.
Speaking of killing you,
As he suckles on both of you. And he will take his 5 points of damage and roll a save against it. It's a normal save, yes.
Yep. Just regular
Nope.
old weapon poison.
Not for this guy. Okay, that is their turn. It is your turn, King.
All right. I'm just going to, back up a little bit and try and shoot at the one that has Dwalin.
Okay.
Drawlin. Yeah.
Oh.
Quick action to aim. Burp. 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 But
That's the end of your turn.
Well, it's a good thing that you have that thing that allows you to shoot in a melee and not hit someone if you roll a 1. I like that. I'm glad you invested in that now, Verterator.
that was the first feed I ever got. It's great.
call.
That wasn't mine.
Yep.
Yeah, and by the way, I should point out to everyone, because someone did point it out when I was watching, I have trouble pronouncing R's, so his name is, I sound like
Dwalin.
Dwalin, but that's
yes.
just because I can't R.
You're turning him into the Lord of the Rings dwarf.
Yeah, because I used to actually have a horrible speech impediment where I'd say Wabbit and Webber. So, my R's are very soft. But it is not Dwalin, it is Dwalin.
Drawlin.
Just go.
Drawlin.
Just let's go. Let's go.
Drawlin.
It's not Dwalin, it's Dwalin. Shit. Fuck, I did it.
Okay.
I
I'm going
did
to,
it.
Weapon season.
Yeah.
I'm going to lunge at the thing that's attacking Pearson and let it introduce it to my 2 daggers.
You hear suckling noises as you get close.
That's disgusting.
What the fuck did I just say? Jesus.
That's a hit. And that's 31 points of damage. And that is a dead
How
unnamed
dead?
beast.
Oh, well, I got one.
So, you know what? You can fucking suckle on hell, you piece of
Oh.
shit. Thank you.
All right.
He takes 5 ongoing poison damage.
Baby Junior?
Baby Junior's gonna kind of sneak on over and kind of peer in the room. That'll be our turn.
What's going on here?
All right. Cole, it's your turn.
Alright. Let's see. I do want him to be free. Yes, I think I'll do that. He's going to do a ranged attack onto the one that is grappling with Drawlin.
All right. That is a miss.
It's 5 damage, and another one... Actually... Never mind, I already did my move.
That is a miss.
Makes another 5.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
That is it for my turn.
All right. Drawlin, your turn.
Get off of my 5 damage.
He looks at you somewhat confused.
I said, get off of
of my 5 damage. Fire.
Escalation goes up to 3. Pearson, it is your turn.
I am going to do something I never utilize, which is a free-for-all. I've used it, but not in this way. So I'm going to spend a movement point. I'm going to move up to engage. Wait, this guy's injured, right?
That one's dead. Oh, that
Oh,
guy's
no.
injured. Yes.
Yeah. Really? Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna spend my move action to go here to attack the one that's attacking Drawlin. Is he staggered, by the way?
No, he is not.
Damn. Okay, +9, +3, plus that's it. So I get a 17. Okay, so I miss. So my miss does half damage. Oh,
Okay.
sweet. My miss does half damage.
Nice. That's the happiest miss ever.
Yeah, it is.
Yay.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to do my hit. What I wanted to do, it's called free for all, but what I can do is that once I land a hit, I can then use a move action as a free action, which is try to roll and disengage and get the fuck out, right? You know, like you just bounce in and bounce out like that. But I'm bouncing in and I missed, so I just roll half. Now the good news is that I include my sneak attack, so yippee. 7d8.
Bad news is when we learned it's a kobold, so it has that evasive thing, so it doesn't take any damage from missed attacks.
Then I've been
so
doing
I
it wrong.
do 17 points of damage to it.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you. Not bad for a miss. I just wish I could jump back, but I can't.
17?
Now I would
That's
like
your attack roll.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. I'm like, but 34 and half. Okay, I got it. All right, so I'm gonna take stupid 5 points of damage, and then save, which will not be stupid. It will be successful. Yep.
Yes,
see?
it
There
was.
you go.
Well done. Two-step plan.
These things are gonna fucking mob me. Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
You did this to yourself!
So these things are gonna mob Pearson.
I wanted to jump
Hang on, let me move these out of the way a little bit. Cole, you know, if you want to use them, you still can, but
No, I don't want it.
but I'm trying
gonna
to
get eaten.
not
I
get.
thank God I have a
I'm
+2 to
pretty
my
tantalizing
AC.
over here. Don't worry.
So
They just want to suckle on you. It's
this
fine.
one's gonna hop over the
Stop
fountain.
it! Stop saying those.
Like a newborn babe on a mother's teat. And
Ew.
you are
Just-
grabbed.
You're such a whole head. Pearson's whole head is just in that mouth.
Well, no, not yet. He's only grabbed. They can't
Oh,
bite
yeah,
the
no,
first
yeah,
attack.
let's just wait for it.
Pearson, 15 points of damage, and you are grabbed, sir.
I'm getting really close to that 25 threshold.
And this
Everybody.
one's gonna run around to Finn. That's no, that ends its turn. So
Oh,
this
diaper
one's
baby.
gonna. This one's
Diaper
gonna.
baby.
All babies wear diapers.
This one's gonna run around to Finn too.
Oh, God damn it.
Or bay.
That one.
Area
hits.
chase the suckle.
All right, that is going to be 15 points of damage, and you, ma'am, are grabbed.
Yay.
Some
And
bullshit.
it's big, loving, fleshy. Lieutenant Logic Finger.
Suck
Sorry.
the arms.
So yes, this one is going to attack Dwalin with his fleshy bitey of death. That's a hit.
That does hit.
All right, that is going to be 20 points of damage plus 5 ongoing poison damage as he suckles on whatever's. Like, I gotta imagine there's gotta be some sort of flesh he found somewhere.
Sure, in the beard. Is that your best shot?
Nice, you're using that to recover. Well done. He's munching on the beard.
Not the
Nom,
beer!
nom, 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 nom. And that is the monster's turn. Keen, it is your turn, sir.
These things like to munch on beards. I'm gonna.
Guys,
So
I was
that's
in
the
it
move
until I
action.
saw that.
I'm going to shoot at this one.
Okay.
Up, using a quick action to aim. 17 plus 3. Up, up. Do I hit?
No. That is not a hit.
Damn.
That is 9
Nine
miss
damage.
damage, though.
That's my turn.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm going to have. Oh, God.
Bless you.
Baby Junior going to attack the one that grabbed me, which was the top one, right?
Yes.
One that's right next to the thing?
Correct.
Boop.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
And 13 points of damage, so... Math. Okay.
All right. Now, do I roll to see if I can disengage with it or get let
Yes,
go
you
of
can
it?
roll a disengage check. And it's since it was Baby Junior attacked it, you don't get the -5 to disengage.
Okay.
That's still not enough to do it though.
But, can I still?
You can still attack it just fine. Yes.
All right, I'll just attack it because I can't get loose. 9 + 3 is 12.
That is a hit. No, I'm
Wait.
sorry. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I thought that was a nat 20. My bad.
No.
That is not
No.
a hit.
What about this? Damn it!
That's not a hit either. But that is 10 points of miss
lower,
damage.
Finn.
I can't math very well.
Aw.
This thing's getting whittled away with not being hit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him.
All right. Anything else, Finn?
Just screaming. Ah! That's it.
No, the fear threshold's not until Finn.
You're ruining my outfit.
Cole, it's your turn.
You're such a
Ooh.
girl. I preferred it when you pretended to be a boy, Finn.
All right.
There's a shoe at your head.
Oh.
Shoot. All right. He's going to grab a tentacle with either hand
Okay.
and see how aerodynamic these sons of bitches are.
So
He's going
is it like when a daddy swings their child around, but this one he just lets go?
They're kind of like streamers, really. Anyway.
All right, this
Um,
one, yes.
But I think there's one to either side of me.
Yeah, there is. So I just want to be clear on which one we're
The
tossing.
world's your oyster, Cole.
Yes.
Right.
So many
So,
choices.
one large floppy tentacle thing is going to go.
Okay,
For those listening, we are playing 13th Age.
that is a hit.
37 damage.
That is enough to stagger it, and it looks pretty damn stunned.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move this out of the way now.
Do I finish it off? I'll try to finish it off. How about another one? I really want to attack the one that's next to you. The Finn looks like she's in trouble.
That
22.
is
Matasi
a
around me.
hit, and since it only had 1 point of damage left anyway, yeah, you killed it good.
Very nice.
So
You're
you are no
free.
longer grabbed, Finn. Yes.
Woo!
These
Yes.
things are not going to gnaw on their face. Oh.
Not this time.
Not today.
Oh, no, not this again.
All right. Anything else, Cole?
That's it.
All right, Drolin.
This is the first time this has come up. My character is implacable, meaning that he can roll saving throws at the start of his turn instead of at the end. Get out of my face, ongoing damage.
Nicely done.
Yay! I wish I had.
See here, as a quick action, good thing that Pearson is located right next to me. Why don't you go ahead and use a recovery, and I'll subtract 1
Oh, bless your face. All right.
5. My face is currently busy right now. I realized.
Okay.
He's getting smooched.
5d8 plus 2. Yes, so am I. All right. Thank you. 5d8 plus 2. Ooh.
Nicely done.
That's what it is. You were waiting. You took all my damage dice and put them into my recovery dice. I see what you did.
Sure. And you have to take me out for dinner first. Whoa! Using his daily usage of Smite Evil instead of a battle usage.
Lesson to foes out there: take him out to dinner first. Good lord,
Yeah.
that is a dead monster.
Let's see here. Go ahead and clank, 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 clank. In turn.
All right. Escalation die is up to 4. Pearson, your turn, sir. You're the
Wow,
only one grabbed.
reinvigorated thanks to the holy energies or something of Drolin. I'm going to finally do my kick attack, which isn't really a kick, the white knuckle torment upon this creature. I was saving all the poison in my left hand for a special reason, so this is it. He's not staggered, is he?
The one, no, he's uninjured actually.
That's okay. 9 plus 4. Let's see if I hit. 30.
That's
I
a
think
hit.
That's... Okay, so I'm going to do damage. So first, because this is the important part.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, and thank you, Drawlin. You just made it so much better. 5d10 plus 2d8 plus 8.
That's why I chose to engage.
46 damage.
I think he's fucking staggered now.
Great.
He is staggered. Yes.
He gets 10 ongoing poison damage.
Oh, nice.
And if he has 108 hit points or fewer, he is hampered.
He can only make basic attacks.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Wow. That's amazing, actually, because that he can't suckle on you.
Yes, he can't.
That is a factually correct sentence.
Yep. So fuck you, monster. Oh, I guess I should describe this since I said I was keeping the poison on left. So I noticed the grabbing the tentacle parts and punching wasn't really working because it was overextending Pearson's reach. So instead, he's learned to embrace it and bring the pain wholly onto the fellow. So he actually thrusts forward into its mouth, almost as if it wished to. But instead of having his hand go directly in this horrible gnashing mouth, it actually juts underneath, and a glass poison fist hits it under its jaw over and over and over again.
Sheesh. All right.
I'm sorry, all I got out of that was you thrusting forward into the sucking over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? And Piff is throwing big floppy tentacle things, and this is pretty much porn. We're playing porn.
This is
Hey,
not
hey,
what I
hey,
envisioned when I made this one.
I'm just shooting
This is
arrows.
exactly what I envisioned when we
Also didn't introduce the Game Master either, yet here we are.
It's true. That's
You
true.
notice the blood is actually rose petals.
Anyway.
All right.
Cole is
Is,
suddenly in a thong.
is that your
Although,
turn?
wait a second. Wait
Yes.
a second.
Cole's
I still
suddenly
have
a
a
thong?
wait. I have a movement and a free action technically, right?
Quick action.
So here's
yes.
oh wait, he can only make standard attacks, so I'm not threatened by him. I was gonna try to disengage to break it,
You
so he wouldn't do
do
his
still take a +4 to hits because he's grabbing you. So in other words,
does.
he still has +4 to hit you.
Yeah, he does still
Oh,
get a
then-
+4.
Yeah, then fuck it. Let's try to break the attack.
And you won't take a -5 to your disengage check because you hit him this
Correct.
turn.
Yeah. So it's just a straight up
Yeah.
disengage.
Let's do it.
No.
Oh.
Okay, can I convert my movement action to try and disengage?
No, that is your movement action.
It's part of your movement action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disengagement is basically trying to use your movement action to do it. So all you have left is a quick action.
Can I use my?
Or either that, or
Yeah.
you. Well, yeah. You just
I'm-
stop.
Just
All right. All right. So it is the monster's turns. The monster that failed to hit Finn, seeing all its buddies dying, suddenly spins around and runs away. It's going to take an attack of opportunity from Finn.
Diaper baby, no.
Because it's not disengaging, it's straight up running. It's going to run, so it's only going to take an attack of opportunity from Finn because it's going to run this way and then downwards. And it is running, hang on a second. Can it, hang on, will that actually go anywhere? Yes, it will. Okay, so it is, it is running out of your view. You hit it for 24 points of damage, though, on its way out.
Wait, it went through the wall?
No, there's a door there.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's story.
There's a door right here. I just moved it, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I moved it how far it should have gone.
No, I thought
yeah.
they could just. I thought they were like at the real.
Oh
too.
gosh,
I'm
no.
like, oh, that's-
No. Not quite that bad.
What a diaper baby.
All right, and the one who's entangled with Pearson is just going to do what it can to attack Pearson with its tentacle attack. That's a critical hit.
I would like it to re-roll it, please.
Well, okay, wait a It's like, well, okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's going to be 30 damage, my friend.
Let's see here. When I do a recovery, I recover around 30 damage. So, you know what? Belt's going to eat it.
Nice. Okay. It's rather confused. Like, can you? I'm curious though. How story-wise, like, would you say that works? Because I've always kind of wondered. Obviously, the
I
magical
just
item
assume
eats
it's
it.
a magical effect. I'm assuming at the point I'm assuming since the magical item is intelligent, right? It can sense. Maybe has a premeditated sense of danger. So I know something significantly dangerous is going to happen to Pearson. I assume it just like the buckle itself would shine, and I don't know. We could go either one of two ways. Either it hits like the attack hits like a field that gets reflected, or what I like to think is the damage happens, but the like the belt instantly mends it.
Oh,
So like it tears into his flesh, and then seconds later it just heals.
if you want to make it
automatically.
kind of cool, you could say, and then like maybe the belt gets a streak or a little rip somewhere, like to show that the damage got. You know what I mean? Don't worry, I'm not going to destroy your belt or anything, but just
Yeah.
flavor text. But no,
Yeah.
that's cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
you received no damage. The belt took it. Well done. Monster's turn is over.